Hello again, my frisky friends, and welcome back to Rambling About Things I Read on Reddit, the show where I tell you and my friends scary stories that I find in the deepest, darkest corners of the internet. I'm kidding, of course. I like to tell my friends about spooky dooky things that have happened. In this case, it's one that hits close to home. I'm your host, Brandon Amore.
And I'm your co-host, Ronni Granados, whose hair is not red, and whose birthday is tomorrow.
It's in like less than an hour, actually.
Yeah.
And I am Nate, your co-host. The official Skibbity Bopper. That's what the script says, not my words.
The official Skibbity Bopper. And today, I am going to tell you about the haunted Hindenburg Hangar.
What is that?
Haunted hayride.
That's what I also thought of too.
The haunted Hindenburg hayride.
Hayride. Yeah?
Australia.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
I like that.
What do you think of that
Good Luck,
one?
Charlie. Did you ever watch Good Luck, Charlie?
Hanging there, baby, things are crazy.
I saw an episode. I'm more familiar with Charlie Bit My Finger.
This makes sense for you.
This makes sense for you.
Like, I wouldn't question it otherwise. Like, this makes a lot of sense for you. I don't question this.
Yeah. What's this place? Where is it?
The haunted Hindenburg Hangar. The day was May 6th, 1937.
Okay.
The German blimp airship LZ-129 Hindenburg went up into a massive ball of flames over Lakehurst, New Jersey. Why else would I say this hits close to home?
Can we get those numbers again?
The German blimp airship LZ-129 Hindenburg went up into a massive ball of flames over Lakehurst, New Jersey.
Where's that in New Jersey?
Where is that in relation to where you are from?
I don't know. Let me look. What is it?
Lakehurst, New Jersey.
Lakehurst.
Lakehurst.
How do you spell Hurst?
Lakehurst. Lakehurst.
Wait, can you say that again?
Lake. Lake.
Yeah, I know how to spell lake, Brandon.
Hurst. Like Hirsch, but Hurst.
Oh, okay.
It's like it hurts, but it Hurst instead.
One word?
Lakehurst, yes, one word.
That's probably about like an hour from
an
me.
hour?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Damn.
Also, this is really off topic, but my dad just texted me happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, wait,
It's not.
he didn't even get the timing right.
I think he did there's a little miscalculation.
Because here's the thing. Arizona doesn't do the time change and stuff like that. So maybe so it's 9 for him right now. So he's probably thinking in California time. So he probably thinks it's 12 for me.
This makes sense for you. This makes sense for Ron.
Yeah.
Hi, Ron.
Classic Ron check.
Classic Ron check.
Ronald.
Anyways,
so it went into a massive ball of flames over Lakehurst, New Jersey. Also, apparently we were supposed to hear about this a lot during American history. I know I remember hearing a little bit about it, but definitely not as much as I thought I would.
I never heard about it.
I never heard about it. So
honestly, surprised that Nate never heard about it because you're literally from New Jersey.
Oh, we also have to take into account my memory.
This is true. But you are smarter than you think, and you remember more things than you think.
Okay.
We're proud of you. Okay, so 7 million cubic feet of hydrogen were ignited and kept the ship from steering at all. In many ways, this specific case was a blow towards the Nazi propaganda. This explosion, this inferno, this disaster killed 35 members and passengers along with one more on the ground. In the bow of the ship, there were 3 of 12 crewmen that survived the inferno and crash.
Damn.
Damn. Y'all, are they okay, guys?
Guys, do you think they're okay?
No.
Let me know if you guys think they're okay. Drop a comment if you think they survived.
Well, most of them didn't.
How insensitive, Ron.
3 of 12 survived, Ronni. How dare you?
I'm sorry. I'm
No.
sorry.
But yes, dare you.
What?
I think. You know, how dare you, but yes,
yeah.
dare you. You dared. Dare to dream.
Your mom.
This is okay.
Okay. So, well, that's fine. The tip of the bow moved into a severely steep position that pushed the flames forward through the bow, effectively burning 9 of them to death. The 3 survivors were Kurt Bauer, the elevator operator, Alfred Grosinger, the cook, and Joseph Liebrecht, the electrician. These 3 men were lucky enough to be far enough to the front of the bow that the flames didn't entirely engulf them and secure their demise. So they lived.
Burning alive. Well, yeah.
I forget what
Being
pain
burnt-
index is.
Like, being burned to death literally sounds like the most terrifying thing in the entire world and, like, the worst way to die.
Yeah, I asked this kid in like the 6th grade if he would rather drown or burn to death, and he said burn, and I thought he was stupid for that, because that'd be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like, drowning is painful, but I feel like burning is that much more
I'd rather
painful.
just like pass out from no oxygen.
I forget what specific pain index this is, but the only thing, like, burning alive is apparently the most painful way to die. Second would be giving birth.
Yeah, that's exactly why I will never have kids. So, because fuck that.
Yeah,
Honestly,
me
trying to
neither.
fathom that kind of terrifies me, so I don't want to think about it.
Having
but
kids?
it's real. Oh, no, like the pain of giving birth.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fantastic. I'm actually, I'm doing great.
I'm actually really
wonderful.
good. I'm so good. Like, don't even worry about it, guys. Like, it's all good in the hood.
And no, we are not against kids. We are just entirely against kids.
I'm against kids.
Kids,
Say it loud and proud.
Goodbye. Good night.
If you're a kid, shut up.
But also, don't be afraid to listen to this podcast if you wanted to. That's literally entirely up to you.
That's up to you guys.
Yeah, that is up to you, guys. Guys referring to the multiple cells that make up your entire body. They're all individual living organisms. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of them because they're working really hard to make you who you are.
Wow. That was really good.
If you were a loved one suffers from
Oh my god.
moderate
Oh my god.
psoriasis.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So these... Okay. The placement of them was near 2 large triangular air vents that were the points that drew in cool air for the fire that was happening. Because as the blimp caught into flames, like it was pulling in new air as it was burning the new air. And so they happened to stand right by those triangular air vents. And that was... It was fueling the fire, but it also ended up protecting them by giving them like some form of like an air shield of like from the fire. It pushed it all away from them. Some men on board fell into the fire. Others tried to leap prematurely before the Hindenburg descended to a safe height for them to jump. So they just they jumped and they did the thing in Assassin's Creed when you forget to jump to the hay bale and you just land on the ground and.
Is it like when,
Ragdoll physics.
is it like when you're playing in Minecraft and if you jump from a high place but you don't land in water, it's really bad?
Yes. I'd like to think that if I were to skydive, if I had a bucket of water, I would be okay.
I think you would.
Well, I know I would.
I don't think you need a parachute. I think you should just go with a bucket of water.
A bucket of water would be fantastic for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keeps me safe.
Little bucket of water.
A bucket of water.
Little bucket
I don't
of
need 12 million
Little bucket
feet of water to land in. I'm going to be safe either way.
Little bucket of water.
Thank you. Okay, so anyways, the rigger Eric Spell, I think that's how you say it. I'm SPEHL, died shortly after surviving the crash/fire, but passed soon in the air station's infirmary. Helmsman Alfred Bernard, or Bernhard.
Bernard. Oh, God.
Damn, that did not age well.
Damn. Because he did survive and then he died later in a hospital nearby afterwards.
Ay, ching.
He did burn hard. Did he? Well, apparently not hard enough to fully complete the deed. That's just so much more painful because with love and respect, he was passing away later. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just so much more painful to, like, almost survive and then no, you didn't.
Like we're going to be haunted after this podcast.
Let's not. Let's not will it into existence.
Why would you put that into existence?
Don't say it.
Actually, no. Then you guys could come over to my place. Guys, it looks real cozy now that I put a little thing on the floor.
Do you have leftovers?
Does Ronni have leftovers?
I have of the bread, yes.
Okay, I'll be there.
Bread. Ronni has bread.
I have a few more bites of mine.
If there's one thing that is important to me, it is bread.
It was so good.
I love bread.
It had onions with like rosemary, thyme, and oregano.
Rosemary, thyme, and oregano?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
And basil. With like a pizza blend and Parmesan.
Damn. Okay.
With garlic and butter.
I'm here for it.
It was really good. It was
Why is my phone on the floor?
I don't know, man. Did you put it there?
I probably did. That's my fault.
You said on the floor, now all I can think of is Jennifer Lopez.
Get on the floor.
That was my jam on Just Dance.
Anyways, okay. Apprentice elevator operator, which is not a thing that I thought you could do. Mm-hmm. To be an apprentice elevator operator.
Oh, that's like a thing of the past.
Like a genuine thing of the past.
Yeah, like in elevator operators. They've been put out of business. I learned about this in economics class last semester.
It was a very serious job before.
Yeah, there's something about unemployment and different types of unemployment. And they were a certain type of unemployment where their craft is no longer needed.
Yeah, because at this point it's just pressing buttons. It's not like a very specific machine to operate.
I'll press the buttons because I do not trust elevator buttons.
I mean, like, that's true.
Like, I would rather someone else touch the button because I'm good. That thing has like so many germs that I don't want to think about.
It has all the scaries.
Yeah.
Oh, the scaries.
Yeah. So, no, thank you. I would not want to deal with that.
So, this apprentice elevator operator, Ludwig Felber, did the same and passed away at a nearby hospital. So, like Alfred Bernhard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like him, he ended up passing away in the hospital shortly after. Well, then, like, the same night of the events, but afterwards. Very sad. These both happens on the same night after the crash. 4 crew members in the tail fin survived. The origin of the fire was also located in a relatively nearby area, which was impressive because, I mean, like, how would they survive if they were close to the starting point of the fire? They were able to stay in the structure of the lower fin, and the structure of the lower fin happened to be also an area like underneath the fire, so they were safe. So as the ship started crashing, they could escape through the access hatch once it had hit the ground. So it eventually did hit the ground, and they were able to get out through there. So amazingly, they survived, but kind of a stretch.
4?
What?
4 of them?
Yes, 4 of them.
Dang. That's crazy.
And this brings up the Naval Air Station in Lakehurst. The hospital, as a part of the base, is now popularly known as Branch Medical Clinic of the National Naval Medical Center. Very long-winded name.
Word.
Word! Yes!
Wait, can you say the name one more time?
Branch Medical Clinic of the National Naval Medical Center.
That is so extra.
So many words.
Can we just call it, like, Branch Medical?
Yeah. Let's
I feel like Branch Medical, like, gets the job done more than enough.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that covers all the bases.
Branch
Medical
Center.
Oh, wait. Yes! Branch Medical Center. This is the new name for it.
BMC.
BMC! Okay. Anyways, so Lieutenant Carl Victor Green Jr. was the physician at the time. His son Robert was also there watching the airship come closer. Prior to this, the base received information that the Hindenburg was running late, so they were all anxiously waiting for its arrival, even before the disastrous events played out. Honestly, that's kind of ominous. Like, you know, like when you're like, this thing, like this person or this event is happening a lot later than I expected it to, because like they set down like a date and time for it to happen, and then it's happening like way later. I feel like that's a very terrifying. Well, it's an anxiety-inducing situation, but then in this case, because of the things happening, I feel like that's just one of the most terrifyingly memorable things to happen to you.
Mm-hmm. Nate's processing.
I am processing.
Nate's processing.
I'm just thinking broad picture.
Broad picture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Nate's thinking New Jersey right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what would people in New Jersey do if this happened today?
How much have you heard about this place?
I mean, to my knowledge, nothing.
Damn.
But the name sounds familiar.
It's a jump scare.
I don't know why. I don't know. I just didn't know that this happened in New Jersey ever. Man, where are all the blimps? Where'd the blimps go?
Actually, yeah.
That's
aren't
what
there
I'm
like
saying.
only... Wait, what is it? There's like only 12...
12.
Ish.
Was I right? I don't
it's
know.
12. I think it's 12.
There's like 12 blimps left in North America or in the U.S.?
I thought the world.
In the
Yeah,
world?
the world.
Oh.
That still like fly. Or
That's
whatever it's
crazy.
called.
Because I definitely remember seeing blimps when I was a kid.
I grew up seeing blimps. Maybe it's a California
Do
thing.
blimps float or fly?
Both?
Both? Wait, you've seen blimps, right?
I don't think I've ever seen a blimp in person.
What?
I don't think so.
Okay, so maybe it's a California thing.
Okay, yes.
I'm thinking it's a
feel like-
California thing
I feel
now.
like there's more in California. I feel like I looked. I don't know why.
You've seen the Goodyear one?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
There's like a few Goodyear ones, and then I feel like there's 3 in California. I don't know why
I
remember
grew up
that
seeing the Goodyear blimp.
number. Isn't that
I
for,
also
like,
grew up
what is
seeing
that
the
used
Goodyear
for?
blimp.
Isn't that like sports? Or
What?
is it-
No,
or is
no,
it-
Tires?
That's tires.
No, I
That's
know.
a tire
I know
company.
the tire. I know it's the tire company, but like, don't they like fly it at like sports events?
I think
I feel like they used to.
I feel like they used to. I haven't seen
Blimps were featured in cars.
I
They were.
have
I
not
think.
seen a blimp in forever though.
Man, I love that movie.
Cars is just so good. Why was it a masterpiece?
Guys, we should watch Cars in 32 parts on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Yes, with ads in between.
Mm-hmm.
No ad blocker.
Take 4 hours to get through.
Yes, I feel like that would be such a fantastic experience.
Yeah. Kind of slay, honestly, if you think about it.
Okay, so back to the Hindenburg. Speaking of blimps,
Yes.
once the ship was in everyone's view, it was all going exactly as planned. The ship began facing Lakehurst as it prepared for its docking and descent. Out of nowhere, 3 immense explosions occurred sequentially. The back of the ship was engulfed in a bright yellow-orange sphere of hot light. Heat swelled from the impact of the explosions and dissipated into the nearby areas. It could be felt from even half a mile away. Like the heat signature of everything could be
A mile away?
half.
Half.
We do not have reports from a mile away, but
Oh, I thought
from
my
the
bad,
people
my
who were
bad.
half a mile away, they were experiencing that.
I mistakenly heard you, that's all.
See, now that you said that, half a mile feels a lot less impressive, but that's not your fault. That is literally
I was like, whoa, half a mile, and then Ronnie was like a mile, and I was like, whoa, and then I was like, oh,
And then now I'm just like,
that
damn.
much.
My bad, guys. I did not mean to ruin that.
No,
okay,
you
guys,
didn't
ready?
ruin it.
1, 2, 3. Half a mile? That's crazy. That's literally crazy, bro. What the heck? Okay, sorry.
What
What the heck, guys?
Wait, honestly, now that I think about it, it's really not that impressive. Because think about it. Trader Joe's from here is a mile away. So halfway in between here and Trader Joe's.
Berkeley?
Like, pretty much, yeah.
What?
I mean, that's like still
No,
impressive.
isn't Trader
but, like,
Joe's like a quarter mile from here?
No, Trader Joe's is a mile. Let me Google map it.
We are Google mapping the distance from here to Trader Joe's.
I'm gonna be really
Here is
disappointed.
not going to be described at all.
Ah,
We are not
What?
going to dox
wow,
ourselves.
I'm actually embarrassed now.
Is it 0.25?
It's 0.4.
So it is like half a mile.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay,
from here
okay.
for church. Okay, that is
Okay,
that is
okay,
pretty
that's pretty far.
impressive.
That is pretty impressive.
Far. That's pretty far.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes it feel a lot bigger. Okay, reference.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Look at
references.
us.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nate.
Nate knows geography. So does Ronnie.
Yes.
Ronnie's good at geography.
Fun fact: I came in second place in my seventh grade when I did the geography B.
Yeah, you did.
Hee 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 hee. Scooby-Doo.
Dark black smoke was rising from the remains of the ship the next morning. Note, this was the world's largest flying vessel at that point in time. Mm-hmm. People from the surrounding areas noted the pungent smells of burning materials and, most notably, burning flesh. So all the people living nearby were just, half complaining about it, half just really uncomfortable and sad and dreary about it. Because I mean, smelling it and being like, flesh.
That's a thing. That sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely horrible.
That
So
just
glad
sounds like New Jersey to me.
They're like, guys, this is literally what New Jersey is like.
Typical day in New Jersey.
Typical day in New Jersey.
Typical
But we got
day.
bagels, so it's all good.
No,
Typical
they
day in
literally got
Jersey.
bagels. Wait, I need
Pork
New
roll,
Jersey
egg and
bagels.
cheese.
Still never been to New Jersey.
Number 14 from Pennington Bagel.
Yes.
Slaps.
Shout out to Pennington Bagel, which I have never tried quite yet, but I will at
Never
some
been
point in the
to-
future.
Never been to good old NJ.
Good old Jers.
Yeah.
New Jersey. No,
Do you get it?
welcome to New Jersey. Yeah.
See if New Jersey can't be the worst state because Bob's Burgers takes place in New Jersey, therefore making it the greatest state to ever exist.
Hello, Bob.
Why did I think it was supposed to take place in San Francisco?
No, absolutely wrong.
I also have the worst perception of things.
I feel like there are just so many more gay people in San Francisco. It's a gay city.
Yeah, I know.
Happy gay.
Hi, gay.
Happy Pride. Numerous bodies were found and in many cases couldn't be identified. These following bodies were moved to the crew's quarters in the hangar, which temporarily served as the morgue. Some were brought in an attempt to figure out who these charred remains belonged to. And these were 26 bodies.
Oh my god. That 20 and then because the thing is
It was a large crew too.
Yeah.
So it was a large crew, it was a lot of passengers, so it was just 26 bodies to
yeah.
investigate. And they just brought a bunch of random, they brought some onlookers, they brought some people who had family members. They brought it was
Yeah.
just anyone who they could find that they could potentially
Try to
learn
figure
something
out.
from.
Yeah.
And they couldn't identify most of them. Information.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Wait, what year was this again?
Sorry.
This was in, hold on, give me a sec, 1937.
Okay.
I mean-
Good old.
Good old
Post-Great
1937.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
You were gonna say
stumbled.
post the Great Depression, weren't
No,
you?
I was going to say post Great Gatsby.
Which also is
is
the
true.
Great Depression.
So, which is also not true.
What?
What?
Wait, it's true. Sorry.
Wait,
Yeah.
hello?
I thought
No,
it
it's
was
not
the
true.
20s.
No.
Great Gatsby didn't take place in the 20s?
Wait. When
No, it took place in around the 20s.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then it's true. Yeah. So I was right when I said it was true.
Oh, so you're right when you
Yeah.
said it wasn't true?
When
Yeah, no,
I
you said it wasn't true.
I said
You said it wasn't true?
I said true, and then I said,
Huh?
"Oh, it's not true."
We are recording this right now. We have evidence.
I know. Watch. Well, you don't have to do it right now, but
Well,
What?
why? How are we going to watch the audio?
Let's watch the audio while recording.
guys, let's watch the waveform.
I'm gonna edit the audio in post while recording.
Yeah. Anyways, I meant to say that it was true. I misspoke. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Guys, it won't happen again. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. Information was kept from the public for a while, And the people who served at the base stated they would never be able to forget the dreary time that was 1937.
The dreary time that was 1937.
Okay, you need to get off my case. I was trying to write a script.
No.
It just made it easier to read.
No, I just thought I like heard it as like a opening to a play.
The dreary time that was 1937.
See what I mean?
I was on the prairie in the farm with my husband.
Man, if they thought a blimp was crashing, that made that.
Okay, what are we trying to get to?
All right, come on, let's go.
If they thought that a blimp crashing created a dreary time, they had a lot in store. I feel like everything happened from like 1930 to now. Yeah.
Oh.
Forget all the wars.
All the wars.
All the wars.
You were definitely about to say a specific one, but then you were worried that you would say one that wasn't within the time.
Yeah.
So you just said all the wars.
I was gonna say World War One, but I don't know when that happened. When did that happen?
Not then.
I'm worried.
Are you sure?
I'm really worried. I think it could have possibly happened, but I am not going to specifically let everyone know that I don't know.
I wasn't too far off. It was 1914 to 1918.
Yeah, it was a 4-year war.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
all right, history buff, Ronni.
Okay, history buff that didn't know the specific dates but knew how long it lasted.
Yeah, I remember it as a 4-year war, but I knew it ended around 1917, 1918. I just wasn't sure if it was 1917, 1918. But I knew it was a 4-year war.
You kind of ate.
But I'm also thinking of it probably a different war. There's a lot of
I don't know. I feel like
Lots
there
of
were
wars.
a lot of like interactions within armed forces between countries and like different forms of tensions between countries.
Mayhaps.
This specific case relates to the Nazi Party, unfortunately, because the Hindenburg blimp was hashtag a German blimp at the time.
Ew.
Wait, so why was it being flown in New Jersey or floating in New Jersey?
It was a transatlantic form of travel, so it was based
Floating.
for who?
Floating. It was floating in Jersey.
Floating.
Floating.
Floating. Floating.
Floating
Yes.
in Jersey.
'Twas floating in Jersey. So
You're gonna fall.
I'm not gonna fall. That was a calculated lean.
'twas a calculation.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
Ronnie and Nate are both sitting on my bed for context. And Nate is sitting crisscrossed applesauce at the edge of my twin bed in my small apartment room. And it looked as though he was going to fall. Yeah. Okay, so in summary, the Hindenburg flaming explosion happened on Thursday, May 6th in 1937. This German passenger airship was lit ablaze and destroyed as it was docking at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station. 97 people were on board. 36 were passengers and 61 were crewmen. And 35 of them died, along with one who was also working on the ground. So 36 of them in total.
Mm-hmm.
And now, we get to the spooky dookies.
Oh, Lord.
Welcome to Hauntings. You're welcome. Hauntings, ellipses, ghost hunters, question mark?
What?
Zach Bagans?
Zach Bagans,
Guys,
I am
we're-
listening.
Wait, this is a haunting?
Yes. It's a haunting. It's a war story. It's a criminal case. It's a spooky dookie.
Okay.
Given I also understand that dookie means poop, so it is the scariest poop that I have ever
I'm
seen
not
in my
gonna
entire
lie,
life, guys.
The little thing over there said spooky dookie, and I couldn't take my eyes off of dookie.
you, Nate.
dookie.
That's a really good album by Green Day.
Dookie?
Green Day. Green Day. What other hues of days could there be?
Green dookie.
Was it steaming?
Oh, okay, can we like move on
Okay,
now?
anyways, so the Branch Medical Clinic is stated to have strange things happen. There are a lot of mysterious disembodied footsteps,
No.
Rattling doors.
No.
Loud crashes in the distance within the building, especially when you're alone.
This is at the airbase.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Well, rather, it's the branch medical clinic, which is even scarier because it's like
places that the people died in.
Fun, fresh, funky-tronic, amazing, slang. Not really. Kind of terrifying. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
but you know,
thank you.
That's okay. It's fine. It's amazing. So there's mysterious and disembodied footsteps. There are rattling doors. There are loud crashes in the distance, especially when you're alone. There are disembodied voices that appear out of nowhere. There are lights that flash on and off with no one there.
No.
And people believe that the spirits that passed during the Hindenburg disaster remained behind and haunt the clinic and the nearby buildings, which I feel like would in some ways make sense. It was a really tragic happening. It was a tragic event.
Yeah.
But also that's just scary because it's like, oh, look at this cute little medical center.
This was like occupied at the time that all of this was happening.
Yes, all of the like this was like the medical base. This was the hangar that the blimp would kind of land at and allow people to exit the ship from. So there was a lot of people there, and that's also why one person who was on the ground ended up passing away, along with the 35 passengers who were on the ship, passengers / crew people who passed away because of the fires and the crash.
Okay.
Something about when hospitals, or medical centers in general are just haunted, that just feels so much scarier.
Well, it's just like, it's again like one of those places where it's like, see, I want to feel more at home here because it's something where I have to do something very intimate. I have to be like very exposed, and then on top, and I have to trust my doctor.
Hospital gown.
Yeah, literally a hospital gown. But then on top of that, you got things haunting you. It's like, how am I supposed to feel safe in this environment?
No, exactly. I can't. When Ghost Adventures would go to, they went to a place that's in LA. It's an old hospital. I just know that my uncle lives near it. But it's something Vista. Either way, they went there. I was terrified off my fucking ass. I was literally scared. I was like, oh my god, me just watching this, I'm gonna get haunted, guys. Oh my god. I was literally freaking out. I was so scared. Something about hospitals being haunted is just literally the scariest thing in my entire life to me. It's somewhere where you're vulnerable and you want to feel safe, and you're specifically in a situation where you're extremely vulnerable compared to how you normally are. And also, then you have to trust someone else. Yeah, and abandoned hospitals. Oh my god, those bitches look scary. No, goodbye. Good night.
I feel like hospitals are already scary enough to be in. So just having that extra little oh, now there's ghosts.
It's great. Thank you so much. Aw, thanks.
Guys, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ghost Hunters team goes to the hangar. I'm gonna be really honest. I did not actually watch the episode. I really very specifically researched the sci-fi page that explained everything that happened in the episode that was important.
Okay.
Yes, because I also didn't know if I had to pay for it, and I didn't want to pay for it, so I just didn't. I just read about it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Highlight reel.
And I'm more literate than Leah Michelle, so that proves something.
True. Literally true.
Leah Michelle can't read.
She can listen to this podcast, though.
She can listen. This podcast was made for Leah Michelle. We have referenced this before. Leah Michelle, you can listen to this podcast because it's okay that you're illiterate. At least you can understand when people speak to you. And we're speaking specifically to you.
Yeah.
Leah Michelle, you defy gravity.
True.
The episode begins with explanations of all the types of hauntings that they could expect to see. People have reported shadows being touched or brushed by forces unseen, and doors reportedly slam by themselves.
No, actually.
There were quite a few times they got disoriented and were just spooked by the environment. The first thing reported on the Ghost Hunters episode was a humming sound that was eventually attributed to the hangar being a large space with a lot of equipment that could make sounds. So, like, I mean, I understand.
Buzzy lights.
Say it again?
Got those buzzy lights.
The buzzy what? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's honestly one of those things where it's just, if you're expecting to be haunted and see apparitions of something, it's like, I'm thinking I'm going to be more scared right now. I feel like I should be on high alert because something could happen to me.
Yeah. I also feel like I need something more than just like a little sound.
Yeah, it's too consistent of a sound. It's like, see, this is too calculated and machine and like just a drone. I don't know. It's not as scary to me unless it's something that, like, if it were like a ringing in their ears, that would be very scary. Like consistent ringing in their ears if they arrived somewhere, but they weren't saying something like that. So thankfully they did not explain that. They also thought they saw someone in a white sheet on their thermal cameras.
Sorry.
They saw someone... Guys, they saw Phoebe Bridgers standing in the corner.
Oh my god! No way, Phoebe! Phoebe Bridgers, is that you? Oh my god, hi.
Phoebe Bridgers was just chilling under a white sheet in the corner, waiting to scare Zach Bagans.
Oh my god, you know, I can see her possibly doing that.
She would.
I feel like she would.
She's kind of like, she's too powerful of an existence to not do that. To Zach Bagans.
You're married.
Yeah, of course. Note, this someone that they thought they saw under a white sheet in their thermal cameras was literally just some old military equipment under a sheet, like against a wall.
Wow, this is a lame episode.
Wow. Ghost Hunters debunked.
Ghost Hunters debunked. Unsolved mysteries now solved by Zach Bagans.
Wait, is Zach Bagans the one who made these claims?
I mean, what made which claims? Oh, the claims that like these things were happening? I don't necessarily know. Well, actually, no. It was some of the other crew members that were like, we think that this might be happening. And then they checked it and they were like, oh.
Oh.
It's okay. It's not Zach. Zach actually senses the real ones. The other ones were just spooked because they knew the real ones were there.
Yeah.
Nate's raising Nate's hand. Hi, Nate. What's up?
Man, go to the bathroom.
Nate's gonna go bathroom break. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and pause.
My own nation, welcome to my course nation. You got no crown, no, you can't take my kingdom down. Cause you're lying around and all you seem to do is frown. Oh, don't take me, baby, I'm not your lady. Don't be shady, cause I'm not your baby.
Welcome back from the potty break. I hope you took a good one. Was it fun? Yeah?
You're asking me?
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay.
No, I'm giving Mickey Mouse on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to my clubhouse.
That's so real.
I'm not gonna pretend I have a good impression. I just needed to go into a voice.
Okay.
It's okay.
The medical facilities area was very interesting. 2 lights in the area would turn on and off by themselves.
Only 2?
Only 2.
Also, this is... And not to be the skeptic.
No, it's okay. We want to be skeptics. It's important.
This is an old building. I mean, well, now it's old. But this is the 30s. So I feel like all the electricity wires could be a little faulty.
Yeah.
I'm no electrician. But old things don't work that well.
And you're right about that. There could be some form of corrosion going on. They also suspected that it could have been some form of like electrical problem as well, but it wasn't specific. They couldn't find anything that proved that it was an electrical problem either.
No, yeah, because
they covered that. Thankfully, I appreciate that, but they couldn't specifically prove that it was anything. So it was much scarier. Also, just being in the environment and also in the hospital area.
you're gonna get scared. I feel like
It was the medical facilities.
I feel like when you're like doing haunted things, anything will set you off, and everything and every little sound that you hear and stuff. Like, you're just gonna think that it's like a ghost.
I mean, everything is just that much scarier.
Yeah,
in that
everything is just that
environment.
much scarier because you're like, ghost.
You're like
where are
looking for
you?"
stuff.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
looking for things. So
In some forms, it's definitely, I feel like, much more of a placebo effect just because they're specifically trying to look for something. So in that case, it ends up eliciting a response. But because of the responses, like, they won't try to find explanations that are like truly logical and more supporting what they're assuming that will happen, just because they're like, guys, the precursor is that this building is haunted, therefore it has to be haunted.
Yeah.
yeah,
Would agree.
I don't know. If there are specific investigators who are going to disprove things, in that case, if they find something that they can't understand, that's more like jarring. But in this case, they're very specifically trying to find something and elicit a response, especially because it's ghost hunters. And I know that Zach Bagans is somewhat prone
this?
to
Ghost
like
hunters, so it's
provoking or trying to provoke the ghosts.
it's Ghost Hunters, not Ghost Adventures.
Was it-
Ghost Hunters International.
Okay.
Wait, is
What?
this like a show?
Yes.
Okay.
With
also,
Zach
there's
Bagans.
like, isn't there the entertainment value that
There is the entertainment value, and there's also the marketing value of the like building itself, like getting people to come because you're like, guys, it's haunted. It's a tourist attraction, therefore you must come.
Yeah.
It's a nice source of income, so I don't blame them.
No, yeah, because like some haunted places will be like, will like have on like the front of wherever whatever place it is, it'll be like as seen on like Ghost Adventures or like Ghost Hunters International or like some other like ghost hunting show.
I don't know. Sometimes it just feels a little bit. Well, a little bit is an understatement. It definitely feels fake and over exaggerated at certain points just to make sure that there's like a true marketing point. But at other times, like sometimes I wanna vibe with believing it. But also, I mean, like that's not like truly logical if we look at all of the things that are presented.
Yeah, but I like to pretend they're real.
Yeah, sometimes. But also,
But, like-
I like to pretend they're real when I'm listening to it, and then as soon as it's off, I'm just like, no, guys, this isn't real, because I'm just like, maybe it's late at night right now. I don't want to think about this.
I think I like Sam and Colby's videos.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I actually think
Bless you. Bless you times 2, times 3, times 4.
Okay.
That was
That
fantastic.
they actually like sometimes show things.
Yes, they do. Nate is
So,
taking a water break. Wait,
what makes why are some places haunted but some places aren't? Like, I guarantee somebody's died in this building that we are in right now.
Yes, the building that we are currently in was built in like 1910, 1909, something like that. So it definitely has quite some age to it. 'Tis in the Boston area. The Boston area with bad streets too. So I feel like there's definitely been someone in this building who has unfortunately passed. But I
Yeah.
also don't want to think about, like, part of me wants to look it up, but I also kind of don't want to find out.
I kind of want to look it up.
If you look it up, you should tell us what you find.
I'll look it up.
Nate's looking it up. I'm kind of scared. That's okay. I will just continue. So, the office area also got freaky. A door closed behind the ghost hunters. The stairway light went out as they were ascending as well. So, while they were trying to get up to different places, the stair light was just like... And then on top of that, the door closed behind them. Like, without anyone there.
Oh my god, literally dream come
Even
true.
if it's a draft, I could not care less. Like, leave me alone. Universe, that's enough.
No, like dead ass. Like I'm good.
Like, even if it's not a ghost, Can you stop messing with me? Like, that's more than I asked for. That's more than I signed up for.
No, yeah. Like ghosts. Stop ghosting, please. Like,
Ghosts. Literally, if you quit ghosting, that would be very nice
that would
right
be
now.
really nice, guys.
Really nice.
You make me feel special.
What's up?
I didn't find anything.
Honestly, I think I'm more glad to know that you couldn't find
Someone
anything.
In apartment 74, no, not 74. In building 74, apartment 32 was murdered.
Okay, so down the street, someone.
That was in 1973.
In 1973. Oh no. Not the 70s. Wasn't 70s peak of serial killers? 70s,
Around
80s,
that
right?
time.
I want to look it up.
Yeah. No credit to them at all. Literally hate them. Literally erasure to them. But at the same time, I understand that 70s and 80s was around this time where it was like statistically higher for serial kill. Like,
Okay, it's like, why are there so many serial killers between 1970 and 2000?
yeah, it's between, yeah. Those like 30 years.
Well, serial killers have apparently rapidly declined since the 1980s.
I definitely think it's because of the methods of surveillance. Because like even now, call tracking is really intense.
Yeah, they called between 1970 and 2000. They called it the quote unquote golden age of serial killing.
Also, couldn't it be like increase in mental health awareness?
That's also true. Yeah. So like the treatments would be more widely available for potential wild cards in terms of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be like identified.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember my mom telling me like stories about like when Richard Ramirez was like.
Oh no, I don't want to think about that. That's so scary.
My mom would be like, my mom used to say how like they would make sure to like shut all the windows and stuff before going to bed. Because I mean, she was in the LA area, so it's like.
Yeah.
Close to the peaks of where everything was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I guess something happened, maybe like that was close to her and stuff. But also too, she was like telling me about like she like remembers like the day, like her and my dad were going on about how they remember the day that he got arrested, and like how they remember watching the news and seeing it happen and all this stuff. I was like, why do you guys feel really old right now?
Yeah.
No, because like it's one of those things where it just feels so detaching from where we are, even though that, like, in the larger scheme of things, was not that far. Like in terms of when we are existing, when we were born.
No, yeah, like it's really not. Like it was happening when my mom was, well, he was in the 90s, right? 80s, 90s.
Yeah, ish. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
my
quite
mom-
a long period of time.
My mom was like in her 20s, like and teenage. She was like a teenager
Wow.
and stuff.
In the 90s?
She would have been in her 20, 30s, 90s. She would be in her
Mid-20s.
She'd be in her mid-20s.
Oh wow. Okay, my parents might be old.
My dad is old. My dad is older. My dad.
Let's not roast our parents.
My dad was definitely in his 30s.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think my parents were.
My dad was in his 30s in the 90s.
Wild.
Yeah, my dad. Okay, yeah, I guess my dad was too.
My dad was born in 63.
It's strange because
Dad
I
was born in
feel so detached.
62.
OMG.
Get messed up.
Damn.
Where's your mom?
God. Late 80s.
Late 80s?
I mean, late 60s.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
Damn. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I was like, Luna been through some stuff, guys.
My mom was born in 1970.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was like
When was your
67, 68-ish.
67, 68.
Yeah, my parents are about a year apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like about a year, because they're both summer babies.
Oh, slay.
Yeah.
My mom's technically a summer baby because her birthday's mid-August.
Oh. Oh yeah, yeah.
But she's a Virgo.
Wait, when is your mom's birthday?
August 23rd. They're a week apart.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Anyways, so one investigator from Ghost Hunters on the Hindenburg also included that they felt their hair being brushed against after trying to conclude that electromagnetic fields are the causing of the reported feelings of unease by other visitors. So it kind of felt like they were being taunted. Like they were just like, guys, it's literally nothing. It's just electromagnetic fields. Like this happens in the world because like the earth is kind of like a large magnet in some ways. And then they felt their hair being brushed up against in a completely different area.
Yeah, that's just really scary. Also, just like the thought of like ghosts touching you, I'm okay. I'm actually good. Like when you say like taps on the shoulders and stuff like that, or like, I'm like, no, I'm actually really good. Thank you though.
Like, what if they left you alone? What if they didn't participate in this?
No, yeah.
What if they're friendly?
That's true.
No, but you never know.
Isn't the likelihood that most of them were Nazis?
So I really don't want to associate with any of them.
All right, yeah.
Fuck them. What was I gonna?
I don't want to blame all of the passengers because I didn't do as much research into them, but I also don't want to assume the best about them, so we're just going to leave it completely stagnant.
Yeah, I think that's best.
Yeah.
My God. I don't know. Just the thought of ghosts touching you is just so scary.
No, I don't like when they're like in such I don't like when they're in such close proximity to you. It's just
right, because it's like,
too personal.
why are you close to me right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that.
It's like, actually, I'm really good right now. Thank you so
invited.
much, though.
You didn't ask me.
No, literally.
We're not gonna hold hands right now. No. Goodbye. Good night.
This is not. Well, and also too, like, the thing is, I know, like, it's a thing that like some ghosts will play off nice, but they're honestly just demons. So.
Apparently, demons also like to go on the children ghost trope thing. So apparently, if you see children ghosts, just assume to not trust them. That's a safer thing to do.
God. That's so scary.
Yeah, I've heard about that before.
Yeah, lots of times they will be very... Money! If any of you have seen the ad for, I think it's Evil Dead Rise, and you have seen that one part where the scary monster with the happy birthday, Ronni!
Happy birthday, Ronni!
Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish you a birthday so we can party too. Hey, but we're gonna party with you anyways. That's the song that they would sing to me at Chevy's Whole Enchilada. I don't know what else they said.
Yes,
but
my
I remember
birthday. It's my birthday, so you know I want to ride up.
Ronni is happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Hey guys, actually it's my birthday, so everyone has to get down on their knees and praise me. That's what I don't write the rules, that's just how it goes. Sorry guys.
You just witnessed a live recording of a Ronni Red Granados Snapchat recording.
Yeah, and now my phone is frozen on Snapchat.
What was I talking about before this?
I don't know.
Okay, we were talking about like child demons in general.
Yes, they like to present as something extremely palatable for people.
Yeah,
that makes you want to welcome them in.
They gotta switch it up now.
Don't give them suggestions.
They can like start doing like TikTok dances or something.
You wake up, there's a demon doing Renegade right at your bed. Boom, clap, go, Renegade. And now, I present to you stories from the website known as Weird New Jersey.
Weird New Jersey.
Weird New Jersey.
That's me.
That's Nick, guys.
Oh my god, that's literally you. That's so crazy.
So, Glenn F. shares their story, The Haunting of Hangar Number 1.
Boom, boom, boom.
I was stationed at Lakehurst Naval Air Station, and let me tell you, Hangar Number 1 is indeed haunted. They used it as a morgue after the Hindenburg explosion, and there is a tunnel leading from the adjacent hangars where it was cooler to stow the bodies. As adventurous as we were, no one would explore Number 1 after dark. There were serious bad vibes in that place. That's so real. Glenn F. continues, anyone in the hangar would get the "let's boogie now" feeling. There were always footsteps, sounds.
What?
I don't know what that means. But we're just going to trust Glenn.
Does he just want to dance?
I don't know if it means boogie or like let's go. But you know.
Oh, like let's boogie now. Like let's get the hell
crazy.
out of here.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Like let's boogie out of here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
We just can't boogie.
Maybe they didn't want to explore it because Or maybe he didn't want them to explore because that was where he practiced his dance at night.
He was just doing this all in secret.
And he was really self-conscious about presenting his...
Well, yeah, sometimes it's just scary to learn dances in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were always footstep sounds up in the rafters. Something happened there to us, where a bunch of burly sea bees all ran out screaming like girls. Misogynistic. But for the life of me, I can't recall what it was. We were all in one of the classrooms doing MOPP, otherwise known as hazmat training, and we all ran out in the fish boots and charcoal suits, and it was high noon in the 90-degree mark. Again, this quote was from Glenn F. I think he was trying to emphasize the point that it was like really hot and bright outside, and they were still like absolutely terrified.
Also, I have a question for you, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Does it get as humid as it does here, as it does in New Jersey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
It's terrible.
Okay, so then,
Currently in Boston.
So then, okay. Because I was thinking, like, 90-degree heat, like, that's really hot, but when you're from Southern California, it's like, that's like actually really hot, but it's like nice and it's like not humid.
Yeah.
But like 90-degree heat with humidity, yeah, absolutely
it's like
not.
hot breath.
No, yeah, and then doing hazmat training, so you're wearing these giant fucking suits. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And also
How do you
being
not get
spooky dookied.
Yeah, like how do you not get like heat stroke from that? You know what I mean?
You know, maybe they were experiencing a form of heat stroke and hallucination.
Oh.
Not to invalidate them. I'm not invalidating you, Glenn F.
Just
but
wondering.
Glenn F. Just wondering. Questioning. Were you going through it? Maybe. Potentially.
Perhaps.
It's not your fault. It's okay.
We support you.
Unless we don't. I did not do much research into you, so I would not know more. So maybe we don't. But, you know.
Yeah,
we will not speak too soon.
True.
Okay, anyways, we are going to go to the next quote from our next reader of Weird New Jersey.
Weird New Jersey.
This report was from Chris Richardson, or this quote was from Chris Richardson. Weird Lakehurst. My childhood in Tom's River in the 70s and 80s brought me to some fascinating places, namely Lakehurst, where my father was stationed with Helicopter Squadron 75 in those days. The history of this facility is fascinating and really hasn't been adequately chronicled for its unique place in New Jersey's history. This person wants to sound like they went to Oxford. Growing up in and around the base, I was given free rein and allowed to wander and explore what was mostly abandoned even back then. My father would take me around the base to see different parts of the facility, and it still intrigues me today. The Cathedral of Air, which served as a base chapel for fallen aviators, sits quietly nestled in the pines. To me, it has an aura all in its own. I once attended a funeral mass there for my father's best friend who was killed in a crash in the early 1980s. What makes that even more poignant to me is that the man they buried that day took my father's spot on the aircraft in which he and 2 others lost their lives. Scary coincidence. Gotta be so real.
What a quinkydink.
Quinkydink. The sites that I knew as a child still exist today and have stories all to themselves. In short, I guess that Lakehurst still haunts me today. I think the dynamic history alone makes it, quote-unquote, weird enough.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just so much.
There's a lot to it, to the point where it's just like, I feel like there's a lot to investigate. But I also know that I feel like a lot of the investigation ends up building around hysteria, because places aren't necessarily reported as haunted or have extravagant hauntings unless something very specifically tragic happened there. So it feels a lot like hysteria in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I can see
like
that.
I don't know how much I trust it, because they're just like, guys, these bad things happened, therefore these bad things happening in this place is because of this, and this. But it could just be something else.
I feel like there's so many factors.
Yeah.
Far too many for them to consider. And there have been a lot of cases of people like faking being haunted, being possessed. Like people used to swallow like egg whites and gauze and also put it in their orifices, like booties and groin orifices. And they did that, and they would be like, during the ghost hauntings, like, guys, it's coming out right now. And then like they would produce that, and then people would try to believe them, but then like other investigators would look into it and they were just like, you just like shoved this into yourself and then like produced it during the time that we were investigating. And they would also turn off lights a lot. It was there's a lot of cases of people like faking paranormal things happening where it's just like it's very evident. This was happening a lot with Harry Houdini. I know Harry Houdini was one of the people who was like fighting really aggressively against fake mediums being a thing. Also, apparently, Danny Gonzalez.
You mean Curtis Connor?
Danny Connor?
Curtis Connor posted the video.
Oh, yeah. Curtis, Danny Connor Gooden.
Yeah.
Weirdness in the Skies. A report from Yankee Oscar. Definitely a name.
Doodle dandy.
Yankee Oscar says, I'm an air traffic controller at Lakehurst Tower. We always get calls from concerned civilians and local police because people swear they're seeing dark triangles or a large round craft that is just all completely silent in the sky. Truth is, the triangles they're looking at really are C-17s conducting NVD or night vision operations with their collision/landing/configuration lights off. Those huge glowing spheres are actually test airships or blimps that have an internal light that when lit makes the whole airship appear to glow a dull white. That being said, there are times we see things in the tower that we cannot explain and do not match up with our radar. But when it's your job to watch the sky all night, you have to get used to seeing weird things. On another note, the base is old as the hills and haunted as hell. I feel like that's a lot to end with.
Yeah.
The thing is too, seeing things in the sky just sounds also really scary because it's like you truly just have no control over anything. So it's just like if you see something in the sky, like, good luck, Charlie.
Yo, once something's in the sky, it's like, it's just you.
The capacity it has to descend upon you is terrifying, and I don't want to fathom it, but the thing is I kind of have to.
Yeah, they just like automatically have so much more power over you because you're not in the sky. If you were in the sky, you'd be balling.
Yeah, this is
You
true.
could dodge
not.
it
You're on the
so
ground.
easily.
Yeah.
But you're on the ground and you can't move very fast.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. I don't know. That's terrifying. And even thinking about like, what is it? Meteors. Like that's terrifying.
Oh my god, like those literally terrify me. I'm like, oh my god, guys, what if we're the next dinosaur? I don't want to deal with that.
Guys, literally, what if we're stupid fucking dinosaur?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all a bit too terrifying. But
yeah, it's really scary.
gotta be honest, I don't think I'm as scared as the Hindenburg hangar as I was for a lot of the other cases. It's definitely
Same.
tragic, terrifying, like lots of fires. Too many fires.
Too many fires.
I don't want to think about fires. The hauntings are weird, but I feel like in a lot of ways they could be explained with like
Science.
skeptical scientists.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know how much I want to trust that, but it's all very interesting to hear from people. I do feel like a lot more of this case relates to hysteria just because of the massive broadcast of this. And also it was actually recorded. It was broadcasted on the news. Like someone was literally on the news reporting it, and it was like live action reporting or like live recorded audio of just like this person's specific reaction to this.
Yeah.
I just realized that we talked about this for an entire class in my radio class two semesters ago.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing that was like widely broadcast on TV.
Yeah, like there was the filming of it, there was also audio of it, and the audio was like terrifying. You like get to witness someone like
we watched
finding
a
out
video
about it. Yeah.
of the actual thing.
Yes.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know how I just put this together, but
No, it's okay. I feel like it's more of a jump scare like that.
yeah.
That's scary.
But yeah, it was one of the most widely broadcasted / recorded things just in general, with like audio on top of like having video, and then you have a lot of eyewitness reports and people who survived, and it's very scary, and it relates to a very trying time for the world generally speaking, because I mean also World War II.
Yeah.
So it just, I don't know. It was a blow to the Nazi party. It was also just like an overwhelmingly terrifying experience that kind of pushed the world away from going the track of blimps as the form of air travel.
Yeah. Maybe that's...
It's definitely for the better, because, I mean, the entire thing was just filled with an horrifyingly flammable gas. Like, why would putting heating elements that are also meant to, like, push you also be a safe thing? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and then putting electronics on it, like, that's even worse.
Does not sound like a good mix, love.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the radio, not TV. I feel like TV came later.
On the radio.
If I'm
Can't
not,
remember.
I know that videos and stuff have existed for a very long time, but I don't remember when the first broadcast for like video technically occurred.
I feel like it was later. I think it might have been the radio. I don't know.
Probably.
Wait, are you talking about like?
I didn't pay too much attention.
Are you just talking about like when was television like a thing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a thing in the 20s.
Yeah, but didn't it? Yeah. Maybe it was television.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was radio, but television came after.
Maybe they weren't necessarily broadcasting it, but the videos were out there. Like they
there was TV
have
shows in the
recorded
20s and
videos of all of that. So
Yeah.
it's all just a scary,
I think.
spooky dooky case. Also, wild and crazy that it happens to be in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
That's me.
Honey, yeah.
Jersey boy.
Jersey boy.
Jersey,
Boy.
Jersey, 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 Jersey.
Also, it's Ronnie's birthday. Happy birthday, Ronnie.
Happy birthday, Ronnie.
Happy birthday, Ronnie.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. And, I mean, I guess on that note, we said everything that needs to be said about the haunted Hindenburg Hangar, even though I don't necessarily believe that it is truly like spooky dooky haunted. I still would not want to go visit it. Therefore, my conclusion is that it is haunted enough for me to not consider going there ever.
Yes.
I'd like to go there. It's like not haunted enough for me to want to go there. It's like
That's
weird,
true.
but
Actually-
it's like
Yeah, because like it's not like the Winchester Mystery House, because I'm not sure if I ever want to
I
go there.
will never go there.
My mom's been there. I'd like to think it didn't bring anything back. I haven't experienced anything specifically since she's been back, but you know, yeah, I don't know. That one's spooky, scary. This one less spooky, scary, more of a historical site. So
Yeah.
because I mean that's kind of how I felt when I went to Hawaii and visited a memorial as well. Like it's one of those things, like a memorial from again World War II, where it was just like. I didn't feel as haunted so much as I felt like just like I was experiencing like tokens of history.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like in this place I would end up experiencing that, but I won't know until I go.
Yeah.
And so maybe I will go one day. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. I don't know. But I'm not going alone. That is one thing that I am setting in stone.
You should go to all the places you cover.
See, but we covered the Queen Mary, and that's very scary.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm like some of these places, like, no, I'm good. Because like some people are reporting that there are people who sprint up the stairs and attempt to kick your door down in the middle of the night,
Yeah,
and
I'm
that's
good.
the spirits that is like bothering you, and it's like,
Yeah,
That's like scary.
Yeah, I'm good.
yeah, because I don't want to bring that back. Like, even though people like suspect to know what it is, no. Good night. Goodbye. Good night.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, happy birthday, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nate, for coming back onto the podcast. We missed you from episode 1. It's been like 5 episodes. Nate's back, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. We pulling up with our Warby Parker glasses. Warby Parker sponsor us. We pulling up with our Warby Parker glasses. And that is all. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I hope you enjoyed. This was Rambling About Things I Read on Reddit with your host, Brandon Amore, co-host, Ronnie Granados, and co-host, Hugo Glenn Coco, Nate Straneri, Skibbity Bob. Thank you for listening. Good night. Love you. Hope you sleep well. Have good dreams. If you have nightmares, I hope that you recover from them. And good night. Love you.
Queen. my own nation. Welcome to my course nation. You got no crown, no, you can't take my kingdom down. Cause you're lying around and all you seem to do is frown. Oh, don't take me, baby, I'm not your lady. Don't be shady, cause I'm not your maybe. No, 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 no. What you doing with this shit under the monarchy? Won't allow it and about it under my decrees. Infiltrating, percolating like the enemy. You can say that you ain't do this out of jealousy. I look in my eyes for your demise in a disguise. I itemize all of the things that you idealize. One last time I rise, how you don't deserve all that you fantasize. I do plan on normalizing all the things that I do to make you feel more dehumanized. You've got no crown, no, you can't take my kingdom down. Cause you're lying.